Hi, this is Charlie giving you Friday's live trading. First live trading session of the year, and I think we missed a couple in the late part of last year as well. But anyway, very quickly, this euro it's just had a nice little flush down. It's just come back up into its bands, and it's just hitting the a little pivot just about to just up here. So normally I would be looking to short this, and it could well run over here, but I'm not going to trade it. And the only reason I'm not is because of the overall, so go out to an hourly chart and we just have a look at this. The overall hourly chart is so messy sideways that I'm potentially getting into a short just only for it to maybe fail, because it just keeps on just chopping within this range. It will break out of this range, obviously, at some point. And I could take the risk, so to speak, of that it's going to break to the downside. It's got downside momentum, but we've had downside momentums on other periods in other periods through here, and only for it to then reverse. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna have to I'm probably gonna look back at this and maybe regret it if it does roll over and break down. But I'm gonna hold off, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for. We got news out on the pound today at 9:30. It's only 8 minutes past 8 right now, so I'm gonna wait for that. So the pound has been on a bit of a move this morning, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if we can trade the pound at some point around after 9:30. So that's the plan. So I'll press pause for now. Okay, just back. Say just back. Just been getting ourselves ready. Let's put this over to the pound because it's about to go. I think it's just coming up to the news. So I'm trying to get my deal tickets all sorted off screen here. Come on, let's get this done. GBP USD. There it is. So right, it's flying. So I want to get in on this. Just get my deal ticket sorted. I wanted to get long on the pound, so I'm trying to get in. Right, we're going to get some entry. Oh no, 500,000. Whoops, wrong size. I've put 500,000 in instead of 50,000. Oh dear, oh dear, that's not very good, is it? So I've just been filled at 500,000, which isn't the best. But let's see if we can still get ourselves out of this one. So as it's skyrocketing up, I've done a 500,000, so a 5 lot trade instead of like a half lot trade. So wasn't that clever, was it? But it looks like I'm going to be able to just trade this anyway. But the problem is I wanted to be able to add to this position and all those sort of things. So I can't quite do that right now. But we're at we're having a good run here. So I'm just going to exit that if I can get out. Now it won't let me get out because I'm in such a big position, but there we go. So it looks like I've got filled. I've made 297 quid on that in the space of 2 seconds, but that's what happens, or 2 minutes. That's what happens when you're trading at bigger size. So let's get this size down and let's see if I can get in some more more entries. So so £300 in 2 minutes, but wasn't intentional, shall we, at least, will we say. So but obviously I want to still get in on this. It's having a good run, but I couldn't take partial profits off and all of that. So I'm going to show you that position in a minute, but off the screen. So what you're going to see is all my other positions, unfortunately, because I'm in some other positions on the euro. But there you go. There's the £297 there on that one. So forget the euro at the moment. That's a swing. And so there you go, £297. But let's see if we can get some more. And it's carried on rocketing, and I'm missing out on this at the moment. So see, if I'd have got little increments in, I could have probably made that £297 by still being in it, but having several increments. But because I went in with 500,000 on this account, that was a bit rich. So it's been a very good run here on the pound. So let's see if I'm going to be able to get some more off. It's come up into its 4 hourly there. Let's have a look here. So I'm just checking my time frames out. I think there's some points to be made, some more points to be made here, shall I say? Just going to have to pause for a minute or two, probably, just to wait for that one to come in. So let's see if I can get an entry. So I'm just waiting here for this candle to close, see if we get a little dip, and then I'll be trying to get long again, so to speak. But I'm tempted to just put one in anyway. But I don't have an overall target. That's the problem. If I don't have an overall target, then what am I actually playing for, so to speak? So that's why I'm trying to just check off screen all these other time frames at the moment to say, well, okay, well, where's the target? And I don't actually have one. I can't find a level that I'm saying I definitely want it to run to this level or that level. So, but I'll have to wait for a dip, and I'll play a dip and just trade manage it. But at the moment, it's not even dipping. So, if I'd have held on to that, it would have been a really good run. Would have been up a lot more. But let's see if we can get a dip. I'll press pause. So this is where we are. So I'm just waiting for a bit of a pullback, and if we do get that pullback, then I'll start putting some entries in. So it's just a case of whether we can get that or not. So let's just see, I guess. But like I said, I don't have overall targets, and because for that reason I've got to be careful. There's as to my entries. If I had an overall target, and I just thought, oh god, I'm looking for 165 or whatever, that wouldn't necessarily. I'd already be probably getting in a small position here because I'd just say I need to be in. But because I don't have that, I have to wait for a deeper retracement. So we'll see if we get that. If it just goes without me, then I'll probably miss the train, and we'll leave it at that and say, okay, well, at least I got probably got roughly what I would have got having made £297. It's probably what I would have made by putting my little 50,000 increments, but I would have only been trading up to two, maybe 2.5 lots or so. As opposed to making that mistake but then having to come out that little bit earlier. I came out at what 164.25, wasn't it? 24.8, yeah. So but anyway, so we'll just see now. So I'll press pause and we'll see. Right, okay, so it's just sort of sitting up here now. It's not done a pullback, and it's sort of just coming back up into this prior zone here with a tiny little diversions. So I'm going to leave it at that for now. It didn't get the pullback, but it just goes to show you, I came downstairs, I had 20 seconds to go, trying to get the deal ticket sorted out, missed the initial part of the move, so got in very late, up here at 164.15, and then got out at 164.25 on the push, but I had to take something off, but because I got the wrong position size on. It was a nice little trade, but that was the problem. If I'd have been able to get my increments in and get in at better prices, we could still be in this trade right now. Now, I would, I'd still like this cable, but it'd need to do a larger retracement. So I'm not going to be waiting around all day for this. So it's 9:54. I can call this a wrap. So it was a nice little, just under $500 in about 2 minutes there on that trade. But I think it could have been a lot more if I'd have been here just in a bit more time. But nevertheless, a nice run there on the pound, and we'll call that a wrap for the first live trade of the year. So I shall be back in touch next week.